Fake Meghan Markle acted nice on her Netflix show, but why didn't she treat her staff like that? Now, this is a new article coming out in The Sun, and it's saying that Meghan Markle should stick to acting, and this nice persona on her new Netflix show is all fake. The show, which is called With Love Meghan, launched on Netflix on Tuesday and has been renewed for a second series already. Apparently, the second series might have already been filmed, so it was kind of performative that they apparently renewed it for a second series. But yes, it's had mixed reviews and it has already fallen out of the top 10 shows globally on Netflix, despite being released very, very recently. So you'd think lots of people will be watching it, but no, it is dropped out of that top 10 list already. Now, this article goes on to discuss the Duchess of Sussex's latest venture on the Sun's royal exclusive show this week, and the Sun's Arthur Edwards said she should just stick to acting, commenting on the first episode, which guest stars Meghan's makeup artist and friend Daniel Martin. He says the whole thing was false. The whole thing was a con. She was so nice to Daniel. It's a pity she wasn't so nice to her own staff when she was at Kensington Palace. And this is obviously referring to the reports that came out last year saying that Meghan Markle treated staff like shit while she was a member of the royal family. Of course, her and Prince Harry stepped back from their royal duties in 2020 and moved over to California, where they still live now with their children. And it came out back in September that an ex-courtier alleged that during their time with the Duchess, there were definitely bad, very bad, even psycho moments with Meghan Markle. The unnamed source told the Sunday Times, quote, "I witnessed people being chewed up in person and over the phone and made to feel like shit. It was an incredibly fraught time and I'm inclined to give her the benefit of the doubt. She said herself she was suicidal at times, but still I don't think that is any excuse for treating people like garbage, as they are alleging." And another individual who worked with Meghan in the run-up to her wedding says she was a classic narcissist. They added, quote, "She is lovely when it is all going her way, but a demon when the worm turns." And it's a far cry from the perfect picture that is seen in this new Netflix series. Now, the Sun article here is saying it's not actually clear yet whether work has started on a second series, but I've been hearing some messages that it has been, and Netflix are wanting to drop this season later this year, 2025. And these reports are coming after some people more in the know are saying that so many people dislike Meghan Markle, they suggest that people are hate-watching her new lifestyle series as well, and even despite the fact that loads of people are hate-watching it, and not just watching it because they like Meghan Markle, it is still dropped out of that top 10 globally. So what does that say about Meghan Markle, that these experts are saying that so many people are hate watching it and it's still not enough to keep it in the top 10 despite being released so recently? But yes, so With Love Meghan is the second Netflix collaboration for the Sussexes, who signed, of course, that lucrative multi-million pound deal back in 2020 after saying, of course, that they wanted their privacy and then signed a deal with Netflix. So take that as you will. But meanwhile, the Duchess recently, of course, renamed her lifestyle brand from American Riviera Orchard. She switched that name to As Ever, switching because she faced trademark issues, and a lot of people have been alleging that that was a kind of authentic lifestyle brand, one of those classic cliche brands with overpriced goods, and she had trademark issues, so was forced to change the name, and people are saying a lot of it was stolen. The logo for the new brand, As Ever, is very, very similar to a town in Mallorca, and the mayor of that town came out and alleged that Meghan Markle had stolen their coat of arms. I'll put the pictures up on the screen, but I did cover this in a video recently, so go and check that out in more detail if you would like to. But speaking on the Sun's royal show, one of the experts said, quote, "There's a lot riding on this series. I think a lot of people will have watched it, whether they hate Meghan or they love her. The hate watching part of it as well. There's clearly interest, even though a lot of people have no admiration for her. But at the same time, they won't carry through for a season 2. The hate-watching element would be season 1. She added, "Harry and Meghan need to keep these deals going. They have a very expensive lifestyle, particularly with security and everything. I think that is in danger of being axed or significantly reduced. They go on to say, quote, eventually Harry and Meghan are going to run out of ideas and people are not going to be interested. People will lose interest. She seems to be attracting publicity. She gave it her best shot, but it just wasn't good enough. And indeed that sentiment is shared by a lot of people. People are saying that the quality of the show is really not that good, but some people coming out and saying that it's like a supermarket advert and very, very uninspiring. The royal journalist and author Robert Jobson said on the Sun's royal exclusive show that the Duchess of Sussex's series looked a little dull. Robert said, I mean, it's just like an advert for Waitrose or something. It doesn't do anything for me. It seems that everyone wants her to fail, but it would actually be quite a good story if it was a success, but I'm not overly inspired by it. It's not exactly going to be something I'm going to be wanting to tune into unless it was a professional thing I had to do. It's just a little dull. The royal author pointed out that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have had some big numbers with their royal bashing books and their royal bashing documentaries, but now they're trying to do something that they say is all positive and it doesn't seem particularly inspiring. And indeed, they are really switching up. They want to put across that they are so positive, they fight for these causes, and they have really good relationships with their friends, and Meghan Markle wants to seem really down to earth, but actually it is just completely out of touch, and I don't think she fully realises it. She wants everyone to think she is a very, very nice person, but it just comes across as so fake, looping back to what we said at the beginning. And this was before the show came out, but Robert said if the numbers are low, really low, it's going to create that negative publicity that she probably doesn't want. And now, of course, after the show has come out, there is this negative publicity because it has been a complete flop. So that is very interesting, and Robert Jobson there, his words have come true. It is very dull and the numbers are not there at all. So that about wraps up what I wanted to talk about today. I think that covers it nicely and brings it to a rounded ending. But yes, this article coming out from The Sun absolutely slamming Meghan Markle, saying fake Meghan acted nice on her Netflix show. Why didn't she treat her staff the same way? And I think that is just a massive question. It still is up in the air. I don't think Meghan Markle has acknowledged this really at all. There has been backlash online, but she really hasn't seen the accountability or taken responsibility for how she acted towards her staff allegedly. Of course, a couple of different sources coming out claiming similar things, that she, even one saying she was a demon. That's such a strong word, and I don't think people would be coming out saying it if those allegations didn't have some kind of merit. But of course, take it all with a pinch of salt, because that is complete allegations at the moment until anything is proven. But I wanted to kind of loop it in with this new show and this article coming out saying that the positive personality in the show is all fake. So yes, let me know what you think about this. What do you think about the fact that the show has already dropped out of the top 10 most viewed globally? I thought that was really funny personally, because Meghan Markle really tried to hype it up as this big show with lots of guest stars and it's going to be so amazing and positive, and then it just completely flops and drops out of the top 10 in less than a week, I think it was. So yes, really, really flopping on Netflix, despite them promoting it so heavily as well because of their deal with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Of course, Prince Harry's show about polo also flopped. I didn't really see any news about that at all, even when it came out. So that was a big flop as well. But yes, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and thank you very much for watching.